My philosophy as a vocalist is to blend into the band. I'm not bigger than the band. I'm not anything more. I'm just another instrument. And so I see the voice as, when you're playing in a band, like a rock band, like normally what I play with, it has to be a part of the fabric, and that's it. It's like a big rug, and you know, I'm just one of the weaves. That's it. If the singer has to be, you know, top front, you know, panned center, I think it's bullshit. You know, I think it's bullshit. So to me, the way that I see singing is you have to be very adaptable and very musical, and not necessarily an instrument that needs to be front and center. I mean, I fucking hate that shit. I hate that shit. I am not cool with singers that are always front and center. I'm not good with it. There's a place for that, but I have to tell you that I think that the best recordings are when a singer is maybe a little bit buried in the mix and doing something with the instruments. The voice is an instrument, period. All I'm trying to do is what's appropriate for the music that I'm recording. And that could be being really intense and front and center. And that could be being, you know, like with Phantomas, for example, my band Phantomas, I actually am not a singer. I am acting as another guitar. I'm like a second guitar. So I'm doing like percussive stuff and melodic stuff, but not as a singer, not as a foreground thing. I'm background. So I think that it's important for singers to know that you can also be background and accomplish, you know, a whole lot. Nervous. Yeah. I mean, I get nervous all the time. I'm nervous now. Sheesh. Maybe if I were to answer that question honestly, maybe Phantomas, because, you know, it's my band. I wrote the music. And, you know, I have to make sure that I, as a person and vocally, are completely on point. And I need to guide the entire band. And when we play live, basically, I'm doing all these cues, like, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. You know, I'll raise my right hand, that means downbeat. Raise my left hand, that means, you know, something else. So we have a little bit of a, how would you say, like a lingo that we relate to. But vocally, you know, I don't know. It's like I feel comfortable in every situation. To me, at this point in my life, you know, I'm 44 years old. Okay, so it's not like I have like big dreams of like working with, I don't know, Gordon Jenkins, or, you know what I mean? Like I don't. What I'm more concentrated on is basically working with my friends and refining what I've done to this point and making it better. It would be very easy for me to just go and play with rock bands my whole life. Okay, I don't. I've chosen to do something else, and to me, it's not even a choice. It's like it just feels natural. But that doesn't mean I'm an avant-garde vocalist. I'm just an artist, and there's nothing else I can say about that. And if the public wants, you know, it's on you. It's on you to fucking decide Am I this kind of guy? Am I that kind of guy? I don't care. I don't care. You know, if you want to call me a pop guy, if you want to call me a avant-garde guy, I'm totally okay with all of it. But I feel my responsibility is to do the music that hits me, and that I feel I can bring it out to people. And you know, it's a little abstract. I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. That's me.
What's the song creation process like for you?
Well, I mean, we're here in my studio, so it depends on the project. If I'm working with Tomahawk, for instance, they will send me, you know, a couple tracks, and then I'll work on them, you know, over here. If I'm working with, I don't know, Bjork, then I go to her studio, and she tells me what to do. And I think it's really important as a singer to be malleable. You know, like, you have to be like, you can't just do your thing. You have to think about, you know, when you're working for someone else, like, oh, what do they want? And, you know, I've done that for years with John Zorn, and I've done that with other people as well. But, you know, when you're doing your own thing, yeah, it's a different aesthetic. So as a singer, I think it's important, really, to be open, you know, to basically every sort of musical stimulus that you can, you know, have. Basically, it all starts with the lead, to me. And if there's a lead melody, I'm not talking vocal, you know, it could be a guitar, it could be anything. But once you decide, okay, that's who I'm following, then it's like going on a hiking trip. You know, it's like, okay, I'm putting on my backpack. I'm going to go up this mountain with this motherfucker, with this melody, and that's that. And you do whatever needs to be done. And that could be a third, a fourth, you know, whatever. I have never been shy. I'm a big overdub whore. And that's kind of sucks. But I love to do it. One of my big, you know, weaknesses is I feel like I do too much. Whether that be vocals or instrumentation, you know, where maybe an oboe is just okay, then I'll put a harpsichord on top. And, you know, so the older I get, I feel like I need to strip it down more. And vocally as well. I think that in general, if you're a singer, hey man, just keep singing. It's a muscle. It's kind of like working out. You know, like, I don't know, an athlete will like go, oh, you know, I got to get my abs or my, you know, triceps going. As a singer, this is your muscle right here. And I think that you can, the more you do it, in theory, the better you should get. And, you know, that's on you to do that. It's not, you know, you have to really work at it, put it that way. But it is, the voice is a muscle, and the more you do it, and maybe in my case, the less you think about it, the better you'll be.